We're gonna go in order. So starting off with this. Okay. Prototype. We found this robot locked in one of the secure lab. Looks military and way beyond what I've worked on with. Definitely not Robco. I'm wondering what kind of cal output these things can do. I'm a treadmill and started off at 30 output, then ram 35 and collect the data. I'm screwed. I'm tried to stop the simulation after the servo's output reached 50% and the first chain snapped, but I couldn't reach in time, and that thing can go all. Oh god, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Don't panic. Just put it back into the cart, bring it back to the lab, and oh crap, someone is coming. So, next one is a toast.
It's closing.
Sorry.
It's closing time, gentlemen. If any of you have changed your mind, it's time to go. James will see you out. No one? Very well. Gentlemen, it has been an honor and a privilege. Before we drink, allow me to offer a final toast. To the world that was, mankind shall never see its like again.
Next one.
Please, I don't know what you people want from me.
Stop playing innocent, Dr. Hine. We know what's going on in that laboratory of yours.
Yeah, Hein. We know what's going on down there.
Are you going to shut up and let me do this, Rabbit?
Sorry, Mike. I just want to scare the guy.
For God's sakes, Rabbit. You're supposed to use our code names.
Both of you shut up. Now look, Dr. Hine. We know Brad Burton has you performing cloning experiments on the animals you locked up in that torture chamber you call a lab.
I can assure you, we treat all of our specimens with the utmost respect. There's really no reason to keep me here against my will.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Dr. Hine. We brought you to the Angry Anaconda construction site for a very specific
Carl the
reason.
Goat.
As a supposed man of science, how can you be so stupid to allow Brad Burton to build this thing so
You
close
play
to where you're keeping
Fortnite.
the animals? Do you have any idea the lasting damage it'll do to them? Well, do you?
Look, why don't you just untie me, and then let me head back to the laboratory. I'll talk to Mr. Bradburton, and I'm sure we can all have this misunderstanding cleared up in no time.
Ah, yeah, nice try, Hein. But you aren't going anywhere.
Hey, Mike, Ingrid, something's going on outside.
What is it, Rabbit?
I don't know. People running around everywhere. Maybe looking for us. Maybe not. Looks pretty crazy.
All right. Rabbit, stay with Dr. Hine. Robin, let's walk the perimeter of the place with Mouse and see what the hell is going on. We, the members of AFAD, have an important message for those...
Chipmunk, tell them what our name means.
What are you doing? I have the thing running right now.
Don't just say AFAD. Tell them what it stands for.
I'm trying to do something serious here, Rabbit, and I already have the recording started.
We'll take this out of the recording later. Just tell them.
Fine. We, the members of the Animal Friends and Defenders, have an important message to those who are causing the destruction of the environment. We will not stand idly by and watch our animal brothers and sisters get hunted to extinction. We will take action. We will not remain complacent while corporations abuse our animal brothers and sisters in the name of so-called science. We will take action. We will not turn our backs as...
Don't forget the part about slaughtering the animals needlessly for food.
right? You see that red light, yeah?
Sorry, Chipmunk. I was just trying to,
Just toss that tape and we'll try again. And when we're done, don't throw out the good tape and keep the bad one like last time.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry.
Always on good behavior.
Brother Andrews, a good soul. The fault is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Far Harbor, I would have never let him leave. They
Always
blame
on
us
good
for the
behavior, aren't
fog
you?
overrunning the town, Dima. And now,
Maybe we
the
can have this
children-
chat later.
Oh yeah, sure.
He won't
I'm
listen.
just talking.
He wants to prepare.
Always on good behavior, aren't
Time
you?
was. I would have laughed at such
Maybe
a
we can
notion,
have
but
this chat
now-
Oh
later.
yeah, sure. I'm just talking.
Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the citizens of Far Harbor to leave.
You can't be serious.
You know as well as...
Sorry guys, I'll have to do this tape again.
You know as well as I. They're not meant for this place. The...
We, the members of AFA,
Here we go.
Thank you for coming so quickly.
I heard about the execution. I can't believe they killed your missionary, Martin. I'm sorry.
Brother Andrews, a good soul. The fault is mine. If I'd realized things had become so tense in Far Harbor, I would have never let him leave. They blame us for the fog overrunning the town, Dima. And now, the children, it's Tectus. He won't listen. He wants to prepare for war.
Do you believe the others will follow him?
Time was. I would have laughed at such a notion, but now... Andrews was beloved by many. It's brought out the worst in them. Fury, hate. It was tolerable when it was just Tectus. Dima, something must be done.
Exile?
Exodus. I think it's time you and I convinced the city.
You can't be serious.
You know as well as I. They're not meant for this place. The fog grows thicker every year. How long before the condensers are finally overwhelmed? It's not banishment, Dima. It's mercy.
I'm sorry, Martin, but no. They have as much right to be here as you do.
Right. This place is trying to kill them. And now my people are at my throat because of the mess you created by allowing them to stay. And if you can't recognize that, then I suppose there's no reason for you to be here. I think you should go.
Martin, please. This can be solved in other ways.
Get out.
Very well. We'll talk again when you come to your senses.
Next tape.
Mark, do you know why toys are important? They help children dream. They let them imagine a better future beyond this blasted war. They give them hope. 30 years ago, I met a man who understood that. Your father and I built Wilson Automatoys on that hope. He poured his life into that hope. And now, you've thrown it all away. Sold it in search of a quick profit. It's still not too late. If you won't do it for me, for your father, for the company, then please do it for the
Always
children.
on good behavior, aren't you?
Mixtape.
Augusta is still dark. Location enclosed. Exercise extreme caution.
Give me 1 second while I hop back in my suit.
Hope you plan on using your robot powers for good.
Let me go outside now and run around while we do this.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Next step.
We are under attack. Repeat, we are under... My God. Listen, Augusta's not gonna make it. They're gonna be here any second. They knew exactly where we were. Tell them.
Next step. This is a game. Just a game. Next, that's key, sorry. Baker's
Look,
Holotapes.
Tessa, the orders come down straight from Captain West. Clint has the command here, and that's just how it is. If you keep running your mouth off, he's gonna make an example of you to show that he's still in charge. And why do you think he picked you to deal with those scorps down at Super Duper Mart? Now, maybe you got away with that shit back when you were running with raiders, but gunners stick to the chain of command. Besides, we wouldn't have been able to take Quincy without him, and you wouldn't have that sweet power armor. So get over it. Baker out.
Ambush on the road. We're outnumbered 5-1. Mark,
We're down to 5%!
have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it. Damn it! Ask them to set the self-destruct. Better slow back. We'll head to the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
It's half past. She's late. No. Something's wrong. Someone's coming. Look. 5 of them. It's a trap. Damn it. They've got us surrounded. What do we do? I'll draw them off. Give me a count of 10, then break for the tree line. What? Dutchman, There's no time. Good luck, A9. 10, 9, 8, 7. No! No. No. I'm not going back. I can't. I won't.
Very confusing and it was very upsetting. I said I'm limited, I'm limited, and I get something, somebody playing with my
the door before the missus found him. Didn't want her to see him like that. I told her. I told her he'll be back soon and not to worry. In the meantime, I told her to take the children down to the utility room in the gym and wait for the all clear. The situation's getting out of control and we're outnumbered. It'll be a matter of time before this place falls into chaos.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry it had to end this way. I tried to build a place where our children could live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man, and know our children come first. I'd do anything for them, even at the expense of taxpayers' money. The mob has broken through, and it's only a matter of time before they reach the lower level. As a last resort to protect our family, I give you, well, I give you myself. Take my body to the people. Tell them I died a coward. Maybe they will leave you in peace. I left the key to the safe with one of the attendants. I forget his name. Anyway, goodbye, my darling. I love you and the children so much.
Where are you, honey? I've been told to take the children to a safe place near the gym. Are you okay? The children are scared. This whole situation is my fault. I convinced you we needed all of this stuff if the worst ever happened. Now look at what's happening. All my fault. When you come back... Oh, hold on. Looks like the little one's hungry. It's okay, baby. Don't cry. It's okay. Mommy's here. Listen, when you come back, let's get out of here. Let them have this place. We don't need it. Love you, honey. Where are you, honey?
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after...
Oh, see. Did not mean to walk in here.
Never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me?
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Next
I know you ain't talking to me no more. But hear me out. Turns out power armor ain't easy to steer. Fell off a cliff getting away. Yeah, it's good and stuck now. Good news though, I found your finger. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's yours. It's all black and weird looking. Anyway, thought you'd want to know. I also thought you'd want to know they nicked me good. Not sure if I'm gonna make it. If you're gonna come get your finger, just do it while I'm still breathing, okay? I want to know things are good between us before I go. I miss you, bro.
No, wrong.
I think
The whiskey is totally helping me get into the headspace I needed for this new role. I'm really starting to embrace it. And I think I'm seriously nailing it out there on stage. Jesse's trying to harass me over it, saying it's not right, but screw him. It's time to take this role to the next level. Maybe I'll be the one playing Sheriff Bruce next year. And then Jesse can play the town drunk. It'd serve the jealous bastard right.
Thing better than getting pissed is picking fights. Am I right?
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. This is the big one. They want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
All right, cats. I call this one Metal Heart. Metal legs, metal arms, metal heart. Tool of war, tool of peace, tool of art. I get into my suit and I strut through the wastes. No fear, untouchable. The flames on my suit burning, rising, glowing. The flames are hot, but I am cool. I walk, I run, I ride. My hands are strong. I am a man. No, more than a man. Because, man, I have a metal heart. Thank you.
I wrote this one about this thing that happened to me the other day. I call it Hardshell. It's on me. A walk on the beach. Doing my thing. Staying cool. A thing breaks the surface of the dark water. A pair of claws under a dome of gnarly shell. I'm caught. Off guard. Beady little eyes look at me from deep within the shell. Beady little eyes, full of hunger, full of rage. I pull out my gun and shoot! But the bullets only bounce off that crusty. Those beady eyes narrow as the shell devil grows angry and angry. He comes at me faster than before. A bullet finds its way to a crack in the dome. The demon screeches in pain. Those beady eyes close for the last time. I reap the spoils from the kill. And I think this thing and I, we are kind of the same. For I, too, am soft meat under a hard shell. Thank you.
I'm Rowdy, and I wrote this poem.
You're doing fine. What's it called?
It's called An Ode to My Hammer.
You got this, Rowdy.
An ode to my hammer, so heavy and nice. I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Oh, Rowdy, come back. Can someone turn off the recorder?
Anise Ciroletti, Chief Scientist.
Okay.
Chief Engineer's log, October 21st, 2077. I am now confident that we can repair the reactor's cooling system if we can scrounge up some rubber tubing and cool it. Perhaps we can cannibalize the parts we need from other systems on the boat. Unfortunately, we have now lost our entire reserve of uranium fuel. That will not be obtained so easily. We can use the ship's radiation sensors to pinpoint any nearby source of uranium, but reaching it will be another matter. This is enemy territory after all. Any non-combatant safety cannot be guaranteed.
Anise Ciroletti, Chief Scientist. This is the third time I've had to request more security. As thorough as our assembly procedures may be, there's a human factor to be considered. These are criminal and unstable minds. It can't be a scientist's job to ensure each test subject is properly sedated. I was promised military assistance and security, but we need more. I won't allow my crew to be endangered. As fascinating as it may be to integrate the human mind with robotics, sometimes I wish I never signed on to this project.
Entry 3, recorded by Research Assistant Peters on February 26, 2077. Time, it's 12:35 hours. Subject's direct radiation exposure level increased to 2 sieverts per 24 hours. Intravenous fluid intake. Subject reports localized solid food no longer viable by oral intake, accompanied by severe nausea, weakness in limbs, vomiting on average, of gum, 3 to 6 instances severe per 12 hours. Solid food no longer viable by oral intake. Other symptoms include general weakness in limbs, bleeding of gums, severe abdominal cramps, and diarrhea. Dark stool indicates possibility of intestinal bleeding. Shortness of breath also an issue. I will now describe changes in mood or thought process. I have never in my life felt as horrible as I do right now. The discomfort is almost too much to bear. I often contemplate termination of this trial. But I know it'll only be a few more days before I reach 6 sieverts. Then I can administer the serum. We'll get our contract renewed. The serum will go to the market, and it's going to help people. It's really going to change the way we live. And me, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Cyclical thoughts. No other developments to report. Entry 6, R.A. Peters. It's March 1st. The subject has reached saturation threshold safely. Taking measurement now. Confirm 6 sieverts. Rapid fluid loss due to fever. Upped IV intake. All previous symptoms are still present. Tissue damage visible on arms, neck and hands, necrotic sloughing of the skin. Topical and ingested antibiotics applied to control infection. Now injecting first dose of serum sample 42BA7 into bloodstream. No immediate effects observed. Animal trials yielded results in less than... Second dose of sample 42BA7, injected hours ago. No effect. No effect. I contacted the lab to terminate this trial, but I need a doctor. Hang on. What's that? Oh, my teeth. Oh, several teeth dislodged. Feels like necrotic tissue damage throughout oral cavity. Serum is ineffective at toxic levels. Request to terminate trial was... Orders are to remain in quarantine for the duration of the experimental period. I understand. I'm going to die. That's obvious. It's right here. Our failure. If you would, Dr. Roberts, please deliver the following to my family. Mom, Dad, I love you. Yes, I volunteered for this. It sounds crazy, but I believed in it. There'll be nothing left worth bearing. Just know Oh, no. That's a bit too sentimental. Let me think about it.
This is Corporal Downey. As far as I know, last living member of Sergeant Lanier's recon team. It's gotta be the Quantum running through this place. We breached their nest, and they poured out. We felt bad, but I'm pretty sure one of those damn lurks made off with my leg in the process. Private Clay dragged me to safety before I sent him to warn the others back at the camp, but I could hear their screams from here. I know that help's not coming. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna be food for some Mirelurk spawn, so I'm taking this matter into my own hands. This is Corporal Downey. Signing off. For good.
Looks like the mutants have settled 2 mics north of here, taking over most of the town. They seem to be concentrated in the old Fallon's department store. I led a squad out a couple days ago to clear them out. We were ordered by Captain West to retreat when our squad was ambushed. When we got back, the captain chewed me out in front of the guys and then asked me to see him privately in the old recording studio. After reaming me out for several minutes, he took me off patrol and reassigned me to guard the HQ here. It's just so confusing. I mean, I'll never confront the captain in front of the men, but what is he up to? Why did he order the retreat and then blame me?
Mama, this is David. The Batman came back. I saw them shoot Mr. Lance and he fell off the roof. Michael said he'd be okay, but he isn't moving.
David, come on. Dad said we had to grab our stuff.
No! I have to leave a note for Mama so she can find us. Stop it!
Boys, come on. We're leaving. Now.
Hold it, I have to get Jangles!
Michael, grab your brother. There's no time. They'll be back any second.
Here we are, Detective. If you followed my instructions, you're alone. And well, if you aren't, I've already left. You better be alone. Well, come on in. I've put my work on display down here, and I'd very much like you to see it. I want you to appreciate your surroundings, Detective. I can only be myself in a place like this. Life up there is exhausting. Every day you smile at people who don't care about you one way or another because that is what you do. Down here, I really get to live. I'm happy to share it with you today, Detective. I am getting so anxious about our meeting, Detective. You know, I think I've only ever wanted someone to know me. And really, I can't think of anyone who knows me as well as you do. I am your object of fascination, and you have become mine. It's humbling, Detective.
Memory file identification.
I didn't want to hurt you, Detective. I didn't want to hurt you, but you hurt me first. Now I know you didn't mean those things you said, and I forgive you, Detective. It doesn't know you're here with me. And we have all the time in the world to get to know each other.
That son of a bitch Sergeant Reiser caught me trying to have a look in the warehouse. And that asshole actually drew his weapon on me. Look, Perry, I know you two came up together and all, but I'm telling you that guy is dirty, and I need you to have my back on this. Those ration crates didn't just go missing on their own, and it's our job to make sure they're getting to the people who need them. Just lean on him a bit, okay? See if he'll let you in the warehouse to have a look around. McDonald out.
Jack, this is Perry. What's taking you so long, cuz? You should have moved more than half this stuff by now. I've got that sanctimonious prick McDonald breathing down my neck. Partner my ass. We gotta get this stuff out of here and skip town before Reese catches on. We'll let his dumb ass take the fall for this, and come back in a week or so and say our grandma was having health problems down in New York. Just make sure you're ready tonight. Who's there? You better show yourself, asshole.
Memory file identification 0V-9AX0. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Things are not going well with Far Harbor. Several of my people have been assaulted, spat at, interrogated for no reason. This is getting out of control. But there's still a chance they can learn to trust us. We just need one of their own who's on our side. I can't let anyone know what I'm about to do. I'll need to set up the equipment far away from Acadia. It'll double as a place to bury the evidence.
Additional location data appended. A makeshift medical facility underneath the VIM. Pop Factory. Coordinates downloaded. Memory file identification 0J-2NN8. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I'm offloading this memory. I cannot bear lying to Confessor Martin and his children of Adam any longer. Better to just forget. I found it. The location of the launch key to fire the nuclear missile inside the submarine. Confessor Martin believes it can bring his people into division. Destruction at the hands of an atomic blast. He struggles with how literal his interpretation of that precept should be. I can't risk him deciding to find the key and use it. His people were the first to accept me for what I am. The thought of them being gone fills me with nothing but pain.
Additional data appended. Location: the Harbor Grand Hotel safe room. Key code 485130. Memory file identification 0H-3X0P. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I've made a contingency plan in case Far Harbor discovers the truth, or gives in to their xenophobia despite all my efforts. I've isolated the wind turbine powering Far Harbor's fog condensers. A kill switch command will leave them defenseless from the fog and its creatures. But now that it's done, am I really capable of this? This massacre that I've engineered? I'm going to remove the command code from my memories. I'll bury a hard copy if I need to use it. But I can't keep it close to me. It makes me sick.
Additional location data appended. Coordinates to the kill switch command code and the wind farm maintenance building. Memory file identification 0Z-7A4K. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Get away from me! What the hell are you?
It's me. We escaped the Institute together. You're my brother.
I don't have a brother. The name's Nick Valentine, and no one in my family tree is a plastic-skinned freak.
You're just confused. Let me help.
Stay away from me! I don't want to hurt you!
Goodbye, brother.
End playback. Memory file identification 0Y-8K7D. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
I've discovered a curious record inside the pre-war data files of this submarine base. The Marines here were equipped with an advanced model of combat armor. There are several suits already in the base, in various states of deterioration. But there were more shipments of the armor on its way to the base the day the bombs fell. They could be in prime condition if the sealants have held. I have no use for them, but you never know. Maybe they'll be worth digging up one day.
Additional data appended. Armor shipments tracking information. Coordinates downloaded.
Why the heck are they making us record this? Oh crap, it's on, isn't it? This is Technician Rand, ArcJet Propulsion Division. I'm here with Technician Janowski, work log A1190. Janowski and I have been working on the Mars Shot project for about 3 months now, and I think we have the thrust calculations worked out.
Man, I wish I was headed up there with those guys. Be nice to get the hell away from our lousy planet.
Hey, easy. If we don't record these logs properly, we're going to get fired. The supervisor is already itching to get rid of us, especially since it's taking us longer than we promised.
So what? We've been drafted anyway. We're shipping out in a few weeks, remember? Soon we'll be doing push-ups, eating freeze-dried rations, and just wishing we were spending our day inside a cushy private laboratory.
Of course I remember. But I'm trying not to imagine getting my head blown off when I'm on the front line, and keeping my mind on work is helping me deal with the problem. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you, but it's important to me, okay?
All right, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you toss this tape, and we'll start a new one.
Hey, Ruth. Sammy just came back with this girl Dixie and brought the best news ever. She said she comes from a place where we'll be safe and protected, called Nuka World. Finally. I am so tired of trying to live out here on our own, dealing with raiders and finding food and just surviving. We're packing up to leave, and we're out of here. I wanted to leave this message for you.
It's awfully sweet of y'all to welcome a stranger into your home.
You've no idea how happy we are that we ran into you.
Not as happy as I am.
What are you doing? Wait, I thought you were here to... Ah! Kate, run!
Sam, no! What have you done?
Oh, don't worry, honey. I never keep two lovebirds apart.
No! No!
That went well. What's this? I think I'll keep you as my little souvenir.
Trade in this area seems pretty scarce. I'm thinking of packing it in and heading back to the Commonwealth. We lost one of the Brahmins to some damn rad scorp the other day. And I think Emmy's coming down with something. The rest of us are just at each other's throats. Tired of traveling and barely running into any business. This whole plan was a bust. As it is, we barely got enough to pay for our losses.
Hey, are all y'all traders? If so, I know a pretty good post nearby. Guarantee you'll turn a profit if you want to check it out.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure we want to trust anything some stranger in a mask told us. Sure you're not some sort of raider?
I ain't no raider, and I only wear this mask on account of some Yaogwai wanting a piece of me a while back. It's up to you folks. If y'all are interested, Nuka World's just a short trip north. Can't miss it. Just tell them Dixie sent ya, and they'll treat you and yours like y'all are family.
We'll talk about it. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe we'll have to check out this Nuka World outpost before heading back. Could be worth a shot. I'll have to talk with the others, and hope no fights break out this time.
I had it out with that disciple chick again today, Anna. Tired of her always winning. She even packs a better punch. Well, not for long. Fuck these rules. I'm going after her. Then, when she's floating face down in the swan pond, we'll see who's better. I can't wait to see. What the hell? How'd you get in here? What?
A girl's got her ways. I'm just here 'cause Anna's big into helping Nisha keep the peace between all us gangs. Me? Not so much.
What the?
That should keep you quiet till I get you back to Fizz Top. Oh, were you recording this just for little old me? You operators are such sweethearts.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. It's been... hell, I don't know how long it's been. I think I stopped counting months ago. Or was it years? Even with the scientific equipment at my disposal, it's clear there's no going back from what I've become. The radiation from the bombs has taken its toll on my body, twisting and deforming my physical appearance. But instead of falling into despair, I've embraced the change and used it as a basis for my new cloning research. Perhaps this curse will turn out to be a blessing. I just wish Dr. Hine was here to guide my hand. I feel lost without him. This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. I've been continuing to modify the Nuka Gen replicator to provide a source of food. It's ironic that the very same device Nuka World was using to create its animal specimens for leisure has become integral to my survival. Using a tissue sample from a cow, I was able to replicate a viable clone, consume it as food, then use the remaining tissue to create another. I figure as long as the Nuka-Gen replicator continues to function, I'll have an endless supply of food for years to come. Dr. Hine would be proud of my accomplishment. It's sad. It's been so long I've almost forgotten what he looked like. My God, it's been decades now. Maybe even a century or more, hasn't it? Has it been so long? I'll continue recording later. This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. I ventured outside today and almost got spotted by a group of wasteland scavengers that had wandered into Safari Adventure. Therefore, against my own better judgment, I'm going to attempt to splice a few of the more dangerous samples I've left in cold storage. I need to use the Nuka-Gen replicator to create some sort of specimen that's formidable, yet trainable. Something that can protect me, but most importantly, protect this facility. It will take some time to work out the chemistry and mathematics of the data, but I'm confident I can create a viable specimen within a few years. I know Dr. Hine would have objected to this course of action, but he isn't here, and I can't let this equipment fall into the wrong hands. This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility. This is my final recording. I've done something horrible. The thing I created, the thing I called the Gator Claw, they must be destroyed. They can't be tamed. They can't be controlled. Their sheer ferocity is like nothing I've ever seen. And now, the Nuka-Gen replicator is out of control. It's producing them at an alarming rate. Please, somebody, anybody, find my passcode or Dr. Hines. Shut down the replicator before it's too late. And if this recording should reach Dr. Hine, please tell him to forgive me. This is...
The guys don't bother me anymore. That's good. I think it's... What was that? Can't they read the signs? I think it's time I go back inside the quarry. It's been too long. No, I can't. The guys would never let me in. I could kill them all. No. No, that wouldn't be what it would want. It's time to lay down. Yes, of course. It's next to my bed. I will. It's loaded.
Tim, good job on keeping things under wraps. We've taken your advice and have asked the other project managers to meet you at Station 4. Stall them if they arrive before we get there. They haven't been told anything. We are very close to accomplishing our goal. Please be patient. You will be rewarded in time.
Tim Schutz here. No suspicions were raised when the new equipment was brought in the other day. Crew at Station 4 are still under the impression that we are setting up a new station beyond this area. The stand-in crew you hired are convincing enough. However, I do worry about the project managers at the other stations, especially Bob at Station 1. We all know he takes his job very seriously. His bullet point updates bug the hell out of me. My gut tells me he'll figure out something's going on down here sooner rather than later. He's advised.
Hey, Samir. It's Dusty. Some guy named Ernie Messenger came up in here today.
Tim Schutz here. No suspicions were raised when...
Hey, Sabir. It's Dusty. Some guy named Ernie Messenger came up in here today. Said we can't store any more waste under the bottling plant while we're waiting for the new disposal system to come online. Seems like some of the barrels started leaking, so they got a bit of a mess on their hands. Luckily, the runoff's just going into their little river of quantum. As long as kids keep their hands inside the ride, we're good. Anyway, see if you can give Troy a call and get him to let us use Fizztop. So much room in there, no reason we shouldn't be able to use that for storage.
Message to Alexander Strelnikov. My esteemed Mr. Strelnikov, I know someone of your profession values discretion above all else. But I have to honestly say, screw that. I mean, come on. One bullet, halfway across town, and you blew Ron Treviot's head clean off. You, sir, are an artist. Are all the assassins from Russia as good as you? I seriously doubt it. But listen, your secret's safe with me. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Johnny Montrano. Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. You fat, lazy piece of shit. I knew this arrangement was too good to be true. Let's join forces with the North End, huh? Bury the hatchet? Work mutually against a common enemy? Well, you put the nail in that coffin, huh, boyo? What did you have to do, Johnny, huh? What was your job? Sit in your car, on the corner. Keep your eyes open. If you see a uniform, you get out. Walk down the street, knock on the door, and let the fellas know there's trouble coming. Easy as pie, right? I could have got a 9-year-old from the projects to do it, but no. In the interest of Irish-Italian relations, I give the job to you. So what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. You sit on your fat ass dribbling cannoli cream onto your third chin. You watch. You watch the uniform blow months of planning, all in 2 minutes. Congratulations, Johnny. You got me. You and your pals sure put the screws to old Eddie Winter. You should tell this funny story to your little girl when you tuck her in at night. In that corner bedroom, upstairs, pink wallpaper, little house on Prince Street. Yeah. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Robert Cooper.
Hey! Here's hoping they don't come
You did good, Bobby. The wife and girl won't be saying anything. No worries. Hell, once those fat life insurance checks start rolling in, Mrs. Montrano will wish her fat slob of a husband had eaten that bullet 5 years ago. As for what happens next, up to you. Beach, sub shop, car yard, doesn't matter where he ends up, I don't give a shit. I just want him in the ground. So, long as Johnny Sr. never finds out what happened to his little meatball, we're set. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Robert Cooper. Bobby, we discussed this. You hooking up with your stepsister is your own friggin' business. But you talk in your sleep. Look, maybe you babble about baseball or sing show tunes. Or could be you chat about those 3 bodies Colin O'Malley dumped in the sand trap of Arlington Greens. You want to take that chance? I know I don't. Sorry, Robert. The girl's gotta go. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Claire Pazinski. Dinner tonight. Me, you, and Arthur Black. Reservations are for 7 at the Cornerstone Grill. Don't worry. I'll make sure Arthur's on his best behavior. No stabbing the waiter for a fucked up drink order, like what happened in Charlestown, even though the prick deserved it. Love you. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Claire Pazinski.
dinner tonight. Me, you, and Arthur Black. Message to Sal Bosconi. You and I clearly need to talk. About Danvers, about the Montrano mess, about everything. I think we'd both agree that our attempts to improve North-South relations have been a complete failure. Look, I take full responsibility for the behavior of my guys. I expect you to do the same for that moron Montrano. But what happened in Danvers? I hardly know what to say. Your people turned that theater into a slaughterhouse. Those people are dead on your orders, not mine. And for no conceivable reason I can see. So let's meet. Just the two of us. Talk it all out. You name the time and place. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Charlotte Wen. My dear Miss Wen, I hope you're well. After our little joint venture this past May, you should be. If memory serves correctly, that pallet of Buffout earned you a small fortune, and Woolley 8 years in a state correctional facility. So I got to thinking, why not do it again? We both love the same things, money and destroying people who get in our way. Together we'll outmaneuver them all. Boston will be ours for the taking. Let them play checkers. We'll play chess. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Buster Conley. Nice piece you did on the monorail construction project. Heaven's Highway, Devil's Doing. Huh, cute. But I think you give organized crime too much credit. The various Boston families coming together to fund a public works project? Huh, please. Clearly you never sat down to dinner with these guys. They can barely agree on an appetizer. And ain't nobody jumping to pick up the check. The bosses had their hands in the honeypot, sure. But nowhere near the level you were suggesting. You did get one thing right, though. Safety Inspector Alice Lansky was killed. They'll never find her. 'Cause there's nothing left. After he bashed her brains in with one of those giant wrenches, Vinny the Crackers Vanucci dissolved her body in a barrel of hydrochloric acid. So write your follow-up. Then feel free to tell the cops the murder weapon is hanging on the wall in Vanucci's garage. On 4 Charter Street. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Buster Conley. Nice piece you did on the monorail construction. Message to Rodrigo Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Zilch. You heard me right. You get nothing. Yes, you cracked the safe. And yes, we got the diamonds. But you also tripped the alarm. Mackie got pinched, and that's entirely your fault. Now, when he gets out, Mackie's gonna want your head on a platter. I'm gonna give him your share instead. I see you're getting off easy. Eddie Winter, signing off. Message to Rodrigo Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Message to Claire Pazinski. Time to start thinking about a vacation. How does 6 weeks in Ireland sound to you? Dublin, Galway Bay, Waterford. Maybe a week in that little bed and breakfast in Kilkenny. And don't worry, we don't have to take my cousin Stephen with us. Let him get out of the country on his own. I told him to threaten that cop, not blast him in the face with a shotgun. He can rot in that abandoned fishery down in Union Wharf for all I care. Love you. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Kendall screwed us all. We only needed an hour or two to round up the cores, but that bastard wouldn't wait. I barely made it to my first console when I heard the shots. Defensive mode. And without the cores, he can't control it. Now I'm pinned down behind some godforsaken concession stand. I don't know what happened to the others. Unlike Coulter's gangs, these robots don't sleep. There's no way out. It's just a matter of time before they find me.
What the hell is Josh doing? He's been gone for over an hour. We need to get out of here. The guys are thinking we're already at Concord. If Josh would hurry his ass up, maybe we can get there in time. Shit! Gunfire! Not good! Josh!
This is government employee number 011. Screw this government bullshit. This is Pazensky. Sirens, they came so fast. And the alarm. The only ones we could save were on duty. Stevens had left to get something out of his car. Stevens. He's gone. We had to close the door before he could even turn around. Protocol said we had to. I could hear him screaming. That was days ago. We're already running out of food. This place was not as well stocked as they claimed.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Goddamn budget cuts. If anyone is listening to this, my name is Jeff Bazensky. Tell my wife, Wilma, that I love her. Goodbye.
Tony Delano, facilities. Air filtration's on the fritz again. It's like a constant haze in here. I swear to God, if these people don't quit smoking, I'm gonna sue for health benefits. Yeah, like anyone here would allow that to happen. Anyway, I got McDaniel up there taking a look. But if that fan needs replacing again, I'm having Fadley fired. I don't care if he is some hotshots kid. He can't do this job. And I'm the one that's gotta answer to Rawlings.
Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people trying to survive. Not and for that.
Kendra and Delancey are 6 feet under. The Silver Shroud claimed the hits. Gather some men and do what you do best, Kate. St. John says you can do anything you want to the Shroud. Anything. If Northie makes a run for it, you can play with him too. The boss ain't happy. Now's not a time for failure. He's getting personally involved. He's gonna pay the Shroud's flunky friend a special visit in Goodneighbor. After he's done with that, he'll check in. He'll expect results.
Hey, Deke. It's me, Clark. Now, don't get pissed off. I know you were expecting to meet up with me, and instead, you found this holotape. Well, sorry, buddy, but I just couldn't take the chance that you'd double-cross me. So, I've decided to split the goods up myself and just leave your share somewhere else. I'm gonna head west with my share, see if the Sunset folks are buying. But, you might do better selling the stuff to the Vim people up in Maine. The key I've stashed with this holotape should get you into the Foot Locker under the bridge near the bottling plant. Good luck.
Hey, you might...
Lost them.
For a second. You gotta run a diagnostic.
Yeah, we made it, Molly. We made it.
Why
they let us go.
No, come on. Let's keep moving.
Wait, the Common. You've heard about the Common.
Oh, God. Mar, look out!
In Dublin's fair city, and the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone.
Look, Brad Burton, I didn't fly down from D.C. to get jerked around. You either sign off on Project Cobalt or I can walk right out that door.
This isn't like deciding what color bottle to pick for our next flavor, General. You're asking me to take my laboratories and my beveragiers and basically turn them over to your team. I need assurances that my people and
Good
my
morning,
facility
Voltec
are
speaking.
going to be treated with the respect that they deserve.
You and I both know that's a load of horse shit. Stop treating me like one of your soft drink competitors. I'm here representing the U.S. military. I already told you you'd be well compensated. Now cut the crap and tell me what you're really after.
Fine. I want in on the military's LeapX program.
What? How the hell did you know about that?
Let's just say you're not the only one in this room that can throw his weight around in Washington, General. I've been following the program ever since its inception, and I have to say that I'm impressed.
You have been pre-selected for a space in Vault 187 on Discord.
Veritable immortality using a machine. Now that's something that I didn't expect from the military. Look, you want me to agree to this proposal, then get me on the LeapX list, and I'll sign whatever you want.
I always knew you were a greedy son of a bitch, John. But the last thing I expected to hear is that you were afraid of death. If you know so much about LeapX, then you know it's in its infancy, and
No,
there are a
thank
lot
you.
of kinks to be worked out. It isn't as easy as throwing a switch and suddenly you can live forever.
Stop trying to talk me out of it. We both know the enemy is developing chemical and biological weapons, and that my beveragiers are the top organic chemists in the world. Our countries are in a race where no one comes in second, General. So you need to ask yourself, can you really afford to stand here and say no?
You had this all figured out before I even arrived, didn't you? Okay, fine. You want in on the LeapX program, you've got yourself a deal. You know, maybe immortality is what's best for you, Brad Burton. Be a goddamn shame to let that ego go to waste.
Oopsie. No. Little fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay! Hi, honey. Listen,
The doctor said I could say goodbye. I've decided to have the operation. I know I'll lose all my memories. I don't want you to be sad. I have nightmares. And this world, the SRB, being hunted, I just can't handle it. Everyone says I'll be safer if I start a new life. I know I'll be happier. My only regret is I'll forget. Old Man Stockton, High Rise, and you. Looking back, there's only fear. Worse than fear. But I will miss my new...
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
It's time, H2.
I bet you can shrug off just about anything.
Thanks.
It's done. The messages are posted. I know it could mean my life, but the children must know. I was paging through a pre-war tome when I saw it. The atom. A tiny speck of matter surrounded by endless depths. A vast emptiness that dwells within us all. It only reaffirmed what I'd felt all this time. The truth the confessor wanted no one to hear.
Behavior, aren't you?
The lie that is Adam. It's not real. We aren't all infinite worlds. Just empty space. Dead. Cold. We are nothing. Confessor won't be pleased by my messages. But I'm not afraid. I'm going to start moving things to the old church by the West Access Road in case they decide to join me. I just hope I'm not too late to save them from Adam's lies.
Adrian, Carl, got a job you might be interested in. You know about Jamaica treasure before the war. No one's ever found it, account of all the ghouls. Sal's putting together a raid team. We still need a sniper. Even split of the loot. You up for it? If so, you know where to find me.
Human, did you make the machine work? Good. Fist, this is Hammer. I got a human to make the machine work. We found a good place. Already has walls and water. Some human made a tiny room underground with many good things inside. Send more people so we can raid more. We give you these guns for trade. Okay, human. Make the machine stop recording now. Human! Not time for sleep! Stop bleeding and work the machine! Fine. Hammer will fix it.
Feels good.
Maybe you figured out something a long time ago and I'm just learning it now. Just wasn't fair, Coral. If not for this kid. Yeah. Sure thing, kiddo. I'm hungry too. And there's nothing for us here. Let's go. Coral, it's me. I know you're in there, so just open up. The boys saw you up here yesterday. Look, they ain't gonna wait, and I ain't gonna wait. We leave in the morning, so just finish playing hermit and have your ass at camp by sunup. What in the hell's wrong with you? You don't get to vanish like this. I don't care how many booby traps you hide behind, Coral. We're still here. He's your kid, not mine. So you better get your shit together and come find us when you're done with this idiocy.
Got picked for gauntlet cleanup again. I swear the system's rigged. Sorry, Ian. You drew the short straw. Again. Ian, reset the maze traps. Ian, clean out the bodies. Ian, fix the turrets. Whatever, man. This time, I snagged some booze and chems off Maddox. Yeah, he won't miss it. And I'm taking my sweet time.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest water. Oh.
We ran into some hostile robots today. They were pieced together, like the ones we've been making in that workbench. Weird thing is, one of them was spouting something about the Mechanist. That they're here to protect the Commonwealth. Yeah, protected my ass. We managed to lose them. Those things were dangerous. Shades and I went back and picked up an arm we shot off. Whoever's making these things is an expert. Maybe even beyond my level. I'll have to look into upgrading Ada and Hertz for some better protection.
Okay. First, I want to say I'm sorry, Dad. I knew I was onto something big, and thought I'd see what a trader would pay if I found it. I had no idea that the Institute would be after any of this. And now the whole town is in trouble. I know you told me not to worry. But I just know that the town is going to vote to throw us out, or worse. I wasn't lying when I said I didn't have the data, despite what Mr. Owens and his cronies think. That's why I have to go back in. I know the key is in there. I just need to put the pieces together. It's something with that professor. If I can find it, maybe I can give the Institute what they want, and they'll just leave us alone.
Weather's clear.
Daniel,
That's something,
I really stepped in the Brahmin pile this time. While you and Mom were off to Bunker Hill, Dad and I finally had it out. Yeah, I know. How is that different than any other day? I don't know, Dan. It's just... the gloves really came off this time. I told them I was going to go join the Forged up at the Ironworks, and, well, you know, Dad.
No son of Abraham Finch is ever gonna be some trumped-up raider. As far as I'm concerned, you're dead to me.
I took Great-Granddad's sword because I knew it would piss him off, but now that I'm here, I don't know. I think he might be right about these guys. They kept saying all this stuff about how joining would teach me how to be strong, but I don't know. They've got prisoners. I just want to come home.
It is hard to determine whether...
This has got to be the worst gig yet. Caleb came up with another way to torture us with his ridiculous method acting. First it was all the drinking, which, admittedly, was fun at first. But now the guy's refusing to bathe and subjecting us to the worst body odor ever known to mankind. Seriously, the guy plays the town drunk in some Wild West kid show. This ain't Hollywood.
Wake up, Commonwealth. Synths are not your enemy. They are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the Institute, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by their tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. We'll find you.
I came back yesterday with Emma. Everyone's gone. Looks like they left in a hurry and had one hell of a fight. Feral corpses everywhere. Emma and I searched for anything that might tell us where they went. The only thing we found was Anthony. Must have been bad. They never would have left his body there. I set Emma down to the loading dock to wait for me while I check on something. We won't stay long. I just want to get Anthony's body and... Wait. The Ferals are back. Oh, fuck me.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then
they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams.
If you are new, like, comment, and
I'm
subscribe.
going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there. Granddad, I know you can't hear this, but I can't think of a better way to say goodbye. You taught me so much, and I won't forget any of it. I'm sorry that we'll never be able to fix up the old clunker we've got sitting in the boathouse. Wherever you are, I hope you're at peace.
Whiskey's running low.
Project
Better
log,
find some more,
dreams.
and soon.
Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight. Hello? Testing? Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi, your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that? Project log. Kitchen mixer. The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are rusted through. Maybe I can...
All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come with you.
It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad. I can help you. Really, I'll be...
I said no. I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay? Just stay put for me.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you.
Always on.
I love you too, Dad. Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy. Project log, radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project log, swings. Reattach the chains, a little rusted, and I'm way too old for them now, but it was a nice distraction, I guess. It's funny, you know, I never played on these swings growing up, even when I was little. At least, I don't remember.
I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement.
Project
Been at the
log,
end of the road.
Radiation King Television. Mom says these things actually used to broadcast pictures and sounds back before the war. She also mentioned that some of the ruins of the television studios are still around if you head to the city. Of course, she wasn't too happy when I asked if we could make a trip out there. I'm getting off track. I managed to repair the vacuum tubes and got the power working again, but, well, it's not like there's any working signal for this thing to receive. I'm just going to start stripping this thing for parts moving forward.
Hey, Ken, it's Carl. You two still looking for a score? I got a lead for you. You know Sal, ex-gunner? She's after the treasures of Jamaica Plain. Biggest haul in the Commonwealth if you can get past the ghouls. I know you and Tanya have the skills. This could be big. You in?
Knight Tara Aslan, Brotherhood of Steel, Recon Team 429 Alpha, serial number 3431. It's been 3 hours since I set my distress pulsar. There's been no word from the Paladin or Ferris. Their objective was a satellite array on the coast. They may be out of range. My orders were to hold this position at all costs. The entire site has been overrun. The door won't last much longer. Paladin Brandis, sir. It's been an honor, sir.
Medical report, Knight Captain Cade reporting. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul.
The new guy gave up one of the small cowboy cappy plushies yesterday, so Andre fired him. Now he wants me to rig the game even more. I told him, if I keep tweaking it, people are gonna know. But he doesn't give a shit, as usual. At least it wasn't the giant Sheriff Nuka plush. That thing's as big as me and covered in enough dust to choke a small crowd. Maybe Heidi can use me in one-eyed Ike's quick draw. Anywhere's better than here. There it goes. This is surveillance tape number 10, Ladies Watch Auxiliary of Boston. Becca Lankowski speaking.
Say, what are we the auxiliary of, anyway?
What do you mean, what auxiliary?
You know, Robbie's in the Veterans League, I'm in the auxiliary. We do bake sales and stuff, but we're the auxiliary of the Vets League.
So what?
I don't know. I just figured you had to be the auxiliary of something is all.
Drop it, Sue. Surveillance begins at, oh, for Christ's sakes, 7:04 in the evening. Dorchester, currently in my front room, but we'll take a walk later. We've had a couple robberies lately, and I hear old McElroy is sneaking down to the Packy after Kitty falls asleep. We'll have an eye out for that. Sue, where'd you go? You getting the whistles and pepper spray?
Oh, yeah, see? It's here. Usually functioning in a subsidiary capacity of a larger organization. So, subsidiary means what, exactly? Anyway, I'm pretty sure it means you can't just be an auxiliary of nothing.
I swear to God. Sue, go grab the whistles and my flashlight so we can get going. Okay, hun. Just say it right into the little box here.
This is a recording of the Ladies Watch Auxiliary. of Boston. Say your name, precious. Jenny. Oh, right. This is Jenny speaking.
Okay, sweetheart. And what are we doing tonight?
Spying on Uncle Jake.
No, honey, the other thing.
Oh, right. We're catching bad guys. Aunt Becca, is Uncle Jake a bad guy?
Only when he's had too much juice, princess. Now grab your coat. We're heading out. Recording surveillance tape number 8. Ladies Watch Auxiliary of Boston. This is Becca Linkowski. We're doing a watch in the North End tonight at my mother-in-law's place. Let's see. Lately they've... Gemma, what was in the news here last week?
Noella's made a cheesecake as big as a table.
No, not that. I mean, didn't somebody get mugged or something up the way?
Oh, yeah, right. Ernest did just get a whole lot of new mugs up at the corner store. Nice. Made in Tennessee, I think.
For Christ's sake, Gemma! What about those kids they caught drinking in the Revere house? Anything like that?
Oh, Rebecca, that's very rebellious of you. Drinking in Paul Revere's house. I'll get my coat and a bottle of Irish.
Oh, brother, wait up, Gemma.
Lead engineer, Thomas Harkin. So far, we're tracking on schedule for the latest RoboBrain milestone. Dr. Asante has assured me that the active time between memory wipes has been greatly increased. Hopefully, that will hold true in our latest live testing. The senior engineers also informed me that their latest assembly line adjustments have been completed early. I can only hope that means due diligence was still paid, and we're not going to be looking at a total system breakdown again. Other than that, I'm still worried about the test subjects. Right now, we've got more than enough to meet our demand. But it's not like these things grow on trees.
Jimmy, if you don't keep that little twerp Bentley out of my face, I swears to God I'm gonna throw this fucking terminal through the wall. He saw me coming across the log rolling course before work and starts asking why I was out there at 5 in the morning. If you want to keep those extra profits rolling in, you better keep him in line.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that, Flaherty and Canaway were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America. Or what's left of it.
Maggie, it's your mother. I want you to know your father and we take no pleasure in this decision. But at this point, we don't have a choice. You and Bill have dragged the black name through the muck for the last time. What they say you two and that Wyeth girl did to those classmates of yours. True or not, defending you both again and again. It's gotten to the point we can barely do business in this town anymore. You two have cost us so much. And are you repentant? Are you sorry? Of course not. Well, we are through defending you. You're going to accept the exile the town demands. You're going to leave Diamond City for good. And you will never, ever see another cap from your father or I again. You had every chance in the world to make this right, Maggie. Well, We are done giving you chances.
Sabir, we seriously need to do something about these know-it-all union guys you hired. They keep complaining that things aren't up to code, that they violate Department of Labor regulations. I thought the whole idea was to hire inexperienced people that don't know the difference. If you end up costing the corporation money on this, it's on your head, not mine.
Gotta record this so I don't forget later. After we closed up for the night, Matt and I split a couple of pictures while cleaning the pin setters, and we got to talking about Thomas. I just can't believe he's gonna be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And now, he ain't never gonna have the chance, to pull that perfect game he's been so close to. So it's like 2:45, and we're shooting the balls back up the return and checking the motors and all, and we get this really good idea. Well, Thomas's arms still work, so maybe we could use one of them ball returns, but hook it up to a stronger motor and mount it on a board or something. Out of it, yeah, and down the lane, it'd be like an awesome bowling gun. Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks since Ingrid and I activated Star Control and the new robots in the Galactic Zone. Earlier today, I was working on a Nucatron when these damn kids came at us with their thirst zappers. Of course, they got soda all over the exposed hardware. The Nucatron lurched and pointed its nozzle right at one of the boys. I thought for sure he triggered the military protocol, and we were all dead. Turns out Star Control sensed the glitch, so we never had to find out. It shut down the Nucatron itself. God, I was so relieved. I still think having armed robots in the park is insane. But as far as I'm concerned, this Star Control's the real deal.
It's no nay.
Go ahead.
Never. No nay, never. No.
Hi, Daddy.
I play the wild rover. No.
When are you coming home? You work too much. I want you to read to me again. Mommy says you're helping all the horsies find good homes. Take care of them, okay? I love you. Oh, Buttercup says she loves you too. We miss you. Come home soon.
Listen, children. Tectus' time is over. The nucleus must prepare for a new order. Mine.
Nikki, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Oh, my systems are eager.
You wanted to
On
talk?
good behavior,
So
aren't
talk.
you?
I find this traveling agreeable.
Don't take that tone with me, Rex. You know exactly why I'm pulling you aside. You told Brad Burton our team would work on Project Cobalt without asking the rest of us first.
I don't have to consult with any of you first. I'm the lead beveragier, remember? There's a reason JC put me in charge, you know. He trusts me to make the hard decisions and make them quickly.
Are you even listening to yourself? JC? What, are the two of you best buddies now? When you talk like that, I picture you in a crushed velvet jacket, swirling a snifter of brandy in one hand and a cigar in the other. What the hell happened to you, Rex? I used to look up to you. And now you want us to jump into bed with the U.S. Army. I joined this team to bring joy to the world, not to create weapons of mass destruction.
You know what, Kate? I expected more out of you. I really thought you'd jump at the chance to stop fooling around making soft drink flavors and play with the big boys for a change. I'll make this simple for you. Either you stop this emotional outburst and join the rest of us in reality, or I'm pulling you off the team.
Go to hell, Rex. You'll have my resignation by the end of the month.
So, Rex, what did Dr. Levitt say?
It was like we expected. She won't be joining Project Cobalt.
Didn't you tell her how important this is to the country? I mean, if she hasn't noticed, we are at war.
I didn't even get that far in the conversation. She still thinks all we're doing here is making soda, for God's sakes. It's a shame, too, because she's the best organic chemist we have. I guess we'll just have to rely on Dr. Medford from now on.
Wait, she's leaving? She's gonna walk away from all of this?
She's not only walking away from her job here, she's blacklisting herself from our industry entirely. When I told JC about our chat, he blew his top. Started ranting about how he took a chance on Dr. Levitt and she's throwing it back in his face. The man's connected, Kevin. He makes a few phone calls, and by November she may as well hang up her lab coat for good.
Damn. Remind me never to get on Brad Burton's bad side.
I don't care if Bradberton made you the Pope. You're not telling me what to do anymore. We've been stuck down here for weeks. There's no Bradberton anymore. There's no Nuka World anymore. No nothing anymore. Don't you get it, Rex? We're done. Humanity's done. We might be all that's left. And you want to continue working on this bullshit project?
Why don't you wake up, Kate? You don't know what's going on out there. There could be Chinese soldiers right above us and we'd never know. Project Cobalt could be the thing that saves us. Saves America. We have to keep working.
I wish the two of you would stop fighting. We need to keep level heads if we're going to survive. Look, Kate, maybe Rex is right. Maybe if we concentrate on our work, it'll take our mind off of things for a while. None of us want to end up like Dr. Medford.
Look, I don't deny it's a shame what happened to Dr. Medford, but at least he kept his mind on his work. The fact of the matter is, he lost it. He was weak. He let his emotions take over. I don't want to see the same thing happen to you.
You're crazy. At first, I thought you were just driven, but I was wrong. You're absolutely crazy. Why don't you pull out some of your secret recordings you've been making of us? You know, the ones you think we don't know about? Play them back and listen to yourself over the last few weeks. Listen to how goddamn insane you sound. Well, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with you, and I'm done hiding down here, waiting until you snap.
Get away from the door controls, Kate. I'm not kidding.
A gun? So what are you gonna do? You going to shoot me now? Is that what this has come to? I said this to you a few months ago, and I'll say it again. Go to hell, Rex, and goodbye.
Oh my God! You shot her. She's gone.
I had to do it, Kevin. She left me no choice. Now let's take care of this mess and get back to work. This is your last chance, Kate. I could still convince JC to...
I don't care if Bradberton made you the Pope. You're not telling me what to do anymore. We've been stuck down here for weeks. There's no Bradberton anymore. I don't care if Bradberton made you the...
Attention, people of the Commonwealth. I, the Mechanist, have come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your allies, your protectors, and they will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved. Together, we will restore justice and bring about the dawn of a new age. People of the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge who stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies who only seek to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find him and bring him to justice. People of the Commonwealth, again, I, the Mechanist, have come to warn you of the scourge that terrorizes this land. Many of my robot allies have been defeated, leaving you all vulnerable to the insidious predators of the world today. But fear not, I have increased production of my robots. Soon, our patrols will be doubled, and there will be nowhere for our enemies to hide.
Thanks for visiting. We'll have somebody get back to you as soon as possible.
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him? Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection? I'm afraid it's not complete yet. Soon, though.
Stay away from me, you psycho!
Yes, just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
Mother, it's Mags. Thank you so much for your tape. It kept William, Lizzie, and I very entertained during our time in the holding cell. We found the part about refusing us our inheritance particularly amusing. Because that money is ours. Years we spent under your thumb, trying to be the perfect little dolls you always wanted. Both have the scars to prove it. So if you think we didn't earn every cap that's due to us, then you're even dumber than I thought. We're coming for those caps, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Well, that settles it. I am 100% screwed. Damn this fog. You'd think a lighthouse would be easy to find, but not in this. Never seen fog like it. Can't believe I let myself get talked into this. How do I know that woman wasn't crazy? I'm starting to think her whole story was some fantasy she cooked up to get attention. Taking out one trapper to avenge her husband's death? Sounded easy enough. Now a godforsaken island. Shit, something's coming.
You sure this is gonna work? What if we overload the processor? Could fry the whole system.
Then we salvage it for parts. You really think anyone's gonna miss this robot? Now hand me that screwdriver.
If this little personality upgrade works, it's gonna be the funniest damn thing in the park. Man, I can't wait to see the looks on the other guys' faces when they try to talk to it.
There. All done. One slightly radarized robot ready for duty.
We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and up.
In regards to Nuka-Cola Clear production, I
I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts. Project Cobalt dropped Quantum in our laps, so I think it's best we leverage its potential popularity before someone else beats us to market. Additionally, installing the equipment to produce both flavors would cost us a pretty penny, and I'd rather use the funds to promote Quantum. We also have our lemon lime flavor debuting soon, and need to work out how to market two clear-colored flavors simultaneously. With all these factors taken into account, I have no choice but to hold off Nuka-Cola Clear production for at least the next 2 fiscal years.
Next person that asked me to shut. Bag is getting a well-placed kick.
This is Del Walsh. I'm a paramedic in Nuka World's Infirmary Center, and this report is dated July 14th, 2077. Now, I'd like to officially go on record to express my dismay at the current safety conditions of some of Nuka World's rides. I've just completed treating a patient who suffered multiple cuts and bruises after riding Mad Mulligan's minecart ride. Now, in the last year alone, I've treated 7 broken bones, 9 major lacerations, 78 muscle injuries, and 166 minor lacerations, all due to ride malfunctions. And this does not include the 2 fatalities that have occurred, both of which have been in the last 6 months. Listen, I understand that Project Cobalt has diverted some of our park's maintenance and security personnel, and how important it is to the war effort. But we can't ignore the fact that safety has fallen off the radar at Nuka World, and something must be done about it immediately. Since my supervisors have chosen to ignore my concerns, I'll be forwarding this recording to Mr. Bradburton's office personally.
Hello, team. Captain Widmark here. Welcome to the task force. Operation Winter's End starts now, with you. Together, we will knock Eddie Winter off his throne and dump his sorry ass in a 2,000-volt easy chair. It should come as a surprise to no one that our operations in Boston have been, in a word, compromised. Winter has eyes everywhere, even the BPD. So, our brothers across the river in Cambridge have been kind enough to let us use the Cambridge Police Department as our base of operations. Let's get to work. Good hunting.
Brotherhood of Steel Recon Team 429 Alpha. Final report. Our mission has failed. 6 hours after insertion, my company was ambushed. We lost 5 knights and exhausted our power armor reserves. We scuttled the armor to prevent looting, then retreated under fire, abandoning our supplies. I was separated from the 2 remaining members of my team within a week. Both are missing. Status unknown. I'd hoped to rendezvous with them at our holdout bunker and seek a means of escape from the Commonwealth. But no one has come. No one has come.
So this will be test 8 of the persuasion formula. Our subject here... What'd you say your name was again?
Fuck you, Lizzie. When my crew finds out about this, they're gonna wear your skin.
Okay, we're just gonna call you 8. 8, would you please stop talking?
Go to hell.
As you can see, 8 is currently not receptive to my suggestions. Now, deploying the formula.
What? What the... Hey!
Hey yourself. 8, how do you feel right now?
Fine. Good, I guess.
Excellent. Now, 8, I'm going to untie your arm.
Okay.
Now, 8, I want you to hit yourself.
Hit myself?
Please. Again, please. Harder this time. That's perfect. Thank you, 8. You can stop now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 8, I'm going to untie you. Now, if you wouldn't mind... 8! What are you...
Are you an idiot? Did you really think that shit would work? I'm gonna eat your...
Thank you, William. I'm going to need a minute before you bring in number 9.
Walking around at night.
Jeffries, Lee got the recorder working. So this the sort of detail you had in mind when you signed up for the Gunners? Hauling luggage from Linwoods for some robot butler? What was his name? Wellerton? Wellingham?
Not now, Private. Where's Connors? He's not at his post.
Oh, sorry, sir. The lieutenant said he found some tracks. Wanted to check them out. Private Martin.
Tracks? What track? What the hell is that?
Oh my... Connors! Where's the rest of him?
Jesus. You found us. Sergeant Lee, grab the case. Do not let that thing out of your sight. Everyone inside the museum, now!
Major! Major, what found us?
This is Luis Bateman reporting on week 2 of Project Consumer Guidance. Civilian employees are starting to experience extreme headaches similar to the previous study. Luckily, the associated depression has not surfaced, so suicides aren't expected to be an issue yet. The increase in subliminal messaging frequency continues to have little to no effect on many visitors. But the speed at which the park staff was affected does show that some level of success has been achieved. I recommend moving forward with the audio tours for the next project. Perhaps a higher frequency of messaging fed directly into a consumer who can focus will be more effective.
All right, Burton. I'm here. Hurry up. Out with it. I have a lot of plans for this summer, and none of them involve chatting with you.
Why, Ronald, I'm hurt. Skipping the pleasantries and getting right down